going to feed my starter, my sourdough starter that we got from Alderman Farms. Thank you, Patty, for this starter. So this is the first day. I've let my contents rehydrate, followed her directions. There's some really awesome directions. So I'm going to do my first feeding, and I'm going to feed 1/8 cup of milk, 1/8 cup of flour, and 1/16 cup of sugar. And I did the conversion. I had to go on Google for 1/8 cup, so 1/8 cup is 2 tablespoons. So 2 tablespoons of milk and flour. One, 2. Do some flour here. I'll contaminate my rest of my flour. And make a mess everywhere. My wife's gonna be. I'll clean the mess up. She'll never know. She'll never know it was dirty. Boom. Alrighty. So I have that. And like Patty said, I always use a wooden spoon, so I have plenty. So we're gonna stir this in. And by the way, when I rehydrated this, it smelled amazing. Truly amazing. I am a fan of homemade bread. My wife, it's really weird. My wife is allergic to cinnamon. She can't have cinnamon, but she can make some killer cinnamon raisin bread. And I usually talk her into making me some. But now I'm going to learn to make it myself. And I'm going to start making Patty's sourdough bread. So, we followed the first day. And we've added ingredients, we've stirred. Alrighty. So now we're on day 2. We'll wait till day 2 and we'll feed it again. But it smells totally amazing.
We're going to be making some sourdough bread, and we're going to be following Patty Alderman's recipe. It's the first time we've made bread this way. I usually don't do sourdough, but I love sourdough bread, and we're going to give this a shot. John's going to be helping me here. First thing I like to do when I make bread is I like to take my bowl, since I have this stainless steel bowl on my mixer, I like to get it warm. I've got the water warm already. Swirl it around in there until to the outside of it, it feels warm to the touch. Because you're going to want your water warm for this yeast. And once you put warm water into a cold stainless steel bowl, your water's cold. And it's going to take longer for your yeast to activate. So,
1.5 cups of warm water.
1.5 cups of warm water. I like to sit my stuff down on a level counter. Because every time I hold it up like this, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt that thing, and I'm not going to read right.
Okay. So we're going to add that to the bowl, and then we need 1 cup of starter.
1 cup of starter.
And this will not fit in this jar. Using a wooden spoon to stir.
But my 1/2 cup measure won't fit in there? Well,
nope.
Where's the 1/4 cup?
Being used right now.
For what?
Nope.
Okay.
1/4 cup.
1/4 cup. Okay, do I need to put this water in the bowl first? What am I doing?
Add the water to the bowl.
Water to the bowl.
Water to the bowl.
Alright.
1 cup sourdough.
Alright, so I'm using a 1/4 cup. So I'll do 4 of these. We were worried about this sourdough this morning. I even called Patty, talked to her about it. And she said that if it didn't start bubbling and get activated and double, or we didn't see it do it, just to add some extra yeast, which we're going to do anyway, but it did activate. It activated up pretty good. We'll feed that again here in a little while. So now what do I need?
Need a quarter cup of sugar.
Quarter cup of sugar. We went ahead and pre-measured all this so to make it easier. I'm going to go ahead and stir that for a minute. And
one tablespoon of yeast.
Tablespoon of yeast.
1 tablespoon of salt.
Tablespoon of salt. Now we're using, that was pink Himalayan salt.
And it says stir and incorporate.
Alright, I'm going to put the paddle on here. This might get a little noisy. We'll let that mix for a minute. Yeah, oil. Where's the oil? Okay, that's not full. Not full. Alright, we need a half a cup of oil. Now, on purpose, I didn't fill it all the way up over there because I didn't want to spill it. There, that's a quarter cup.
Half cup.
Or half cup, sorry. And we'll put that in here. We'll let that mix. What's next?
It says 6 cups of flour, 1 cup at a time.
6 cups of flour, 1 cup at a time. Now I've got this nifty guard that I'm going to put on here. It's got this chute, so I can add without having to worry about getting my stuff into my beater.
So we're going to add 1 cup at a time, stirring with each thing, incorporating it. After 4 cups, they said we have to knead by hand, but we're using the...
We'll just add, change to the dough hook after 4 cups.
Yep. All right.
Okay, that's 4. It's actually pretty incorporated. I think I'm going to switch to the dough hook. You know what I did? And I hope I didn't kill my sourdough. I used a metal measuring cup in my sourdough without thinking. I think it'll probably be alright, but don't do it again. I won't do that again. Use plastic. And when we feed it, we always use a wooden spoon. Alright. Got my hook. I'm going to go ahead and put another cup in here. Get it all down in there. You let it go until it starts to pull away from the sides, which it's doing. I know I probably need more, but yeah, it's still a little wet. So we'll start putting this in a little bit at a time. I'll probably add another half cup, 3/4 of a cup, that probably was. Alright, let's see what we got there. That feels pretty good. I'm going to pull this down off this dough hook and then I'm going to turn it back on again. Still got some dry spots in there. Now I'm just going to go, yep, according to the way my dough feels when I'm making regular bread instead of sourdough bread, and I'm assuming it's going to feel the same. That's what I want. It's coming off the bowl real good. It's not real sticky. Alright.
So now we got a little pan.
So now we've got to oil our pan. We want a pan that's going to be big enough to allow this to double in size.
Go put some oil in it.
And we're going to use bread pan, and a dish pan. It's not going to need much. Just a little drizzle in the bottom. Probably about like that. Make sure you get the sides and the bottom. This is a good, clean dish pan. Alright. Go ahead, lift this out of here. Put it in here. We'll flatten it out. This is going to give it a lot of room. It's not going to cover the whole bottom, and that's okay. You just want to get it flattened out, and then we're going to turn it over so it's oiled on both sides. I'm going to wash my hands. John, can you squirt me some dish liquid on me? Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cover that with some cellophane and let that rise for several hours. We decided to go ahead and do this and let it rise overnight. It was just easier that way because I did work today. And John was waiting for me to get home so we could do this together for the first time doing sourdough. From here on out, he's probably going to be doing it. Listen to him laugh.
You're making a mess is what I'm going to be making.
So, get my most favorite thing in the world. It's down here in the bottom drawer.
No, it's not. She truly hates saran wrap.
This stuff is the most horrible thing in the world. I don't know who invented this stuff, but you have to go twice, so you don't have to keep it over here this far.
Okay.
Go about halfway. Believe me, if John wasn't helping me do this, I'd have it everywhere. I cannot, for the life of me, get saran wrap to do what I want it to do. It'll have it almost there, and then it'll say nope, and it'll just be in one big blob. Alright, now we're going to let that sit. Probably going to leave it sit on the stove, and tomorrow morning we'll see what we have. We'll get it in some pans and get it in the oven.
I'll be the one baking. She'll be at work.
Yep, I'll be at work. You'll be here. See you tomorrow.